Welcome to Raw, Unfiltered, Sustenance, or RUS podcast for short. This show is me just talking about my experiences dealing with real issues. Sometimes it's serious, sometimes it's funny. It's always entertaining, raw, and unfiltered. I strive to bring positive energy and good vibes to all of you, my listeners. In my experience, if you have a problem, a question, or even a thought, someone somewhere out there has it too. I will talk to you guys about those problems, those issues, and at the end of each, with a positive message, some positive energy for you to take away. RUS is hosted and produced by me, Baraka Ulrich James, aka Big Daddy B, on IG at the Big Daddy B. RUS is 60 minutes live each Sunday from 6 p.m. EST till 7:30 p.m. ST. And I feature a segment of my show called What is Your Story? This is where I will bring featured guests that have overcome great adversities in life, like I have, and are now willing to share their experiences with the sole intention of benefiting all of you who are listening now to my show. Please consider supporting me on Patreon for as little as $1 per episode, or as much as you like. By contributing, going to patreon.com and search for RUS 2019 or via the link here in the show notes, www.patreon.com/RUS 2019. Ever since I was a child, I always loved to make people laugh and smile. I am an optimist and I hate negativity. I hate being down, I hate being stressed, and I hate being depressed. During this extremely stressful time, the more important it is for us to laugh. The best 4 stress reducers for human beings are laughter, good sex, good exercise, and good sleep. I can only supply the laughter, so sorry to disappoint you fucking perverts. Anyway, so let's dig right in, folks. I decided to do this impromptu. It is Memorial Day weekend. I've been putting this off, and I decided, fuck that. I'm not going to pull it off. The reason I do things live is because it's unedited, and it's just me out here doing what I do, talking to you guys, and bringing you guys a message. And the importance of this to me, again, is to uplift others. I have one fucking sole goal in life, and that is to uplift as many people as I can by helping who, where, and when I can. God put me through hell and back through this life. I'm not a fucking victim. I'm a survivor. And as a result of that, I feel like he gave me this gift to reach out to other people, to let them know that in the most darkest times, that there is always hope as long as you keep fucking fighting forward through it and stop giving up. Life is a beautiful, precious gift. We have little time here on this earth. And if we go and we just push through, the smallest grain of hope can outlive the darkest times in the world. So I usually drink once every other week. Tonight, I'm drinking good old fashioned Budweiser. Had about 4, got 6 with this. And the reason why I did was to take off the edge. First broadcast, first show, and I wanted to be as raw and unfiltered as I could. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about today is the world. I have so many friends. I'm like Hitch, but not getting paid. Will Smith's character in the movie Hitch, where he advises friends about dating. And fucking hey, you guys who are single out there, I fucking feel for you. What a clusterfuck. Men, you have lost the ability, you have lost the fucking skills and the know-how to court women properly and how to date them properly. You guys have no fucking clue what the fuck is going on, according to most of my single friends. Lord have mercy. If I had a second job, I'd be a fucking multimillionaire if I was getting paid for counseling my friends, trying to who are middle-aged. Unfortunately, some of them recently single parents and divorcees, and it's a cluster, and I can see why. And so I want to talk about that first and foremost tonight, because it's just a fucking, it's a mess. It's a fucking mess. I try to help out so many friends, get on these dating app fucking apps like Bumble, Plenty of Fish, Tinder, et cetera, et cetera. And it's just a clusterfuck. Women used to hold the line. Women used to demand that men have respect, that get to know them. And it was such a less carnal thing. Back in the day when I was growing up, I'm 47 years old. When I was growing up in society, I saw how to court women. I remember when men used to write poetry, used to go through these extreme grand gestures to capture a woman's heart because they were interested in who she was and how she was, not just fucking her pussy. The problem is it looks like 95 to 97% of the dudes out here now are just about that carnal experience. The funny thing about that is, to me, is dudes, you guys have no fucking clue what you're doing here. The carnal experience, you might as well stay home and watch Pornhub and jerked off, because literally it's that satisfying. It's all about you. Carnal is about you. It's selfish. Oh my God, her pussy's so tight. Oh my God, her tits. Oh my God, she's so pretty. Me, 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 me. Ah! 2 minutes later, you fucking came. And what is that? You could have done it at home. Why the fuck waste anyone's time? Why go through going out to dinner? Why go through any of that other bullshit and time that you wasted just to ghost a chick after you fucking satisfied her and fucking embarrassed yourself and premature ejaculated because you were so fucking excited you couldn't control yourself? You guys are doing it wrong. I constantly hear it. And unfortunately, women have taken the turn because of overwhelmingly being fucking horny and lonely. They will take any fucking scrap, unfortunately, it seems these days, of attention, whether good or bad. They just want that attention. And it's a sad state. When I was growing up and when I was much younger, one of the most beautiful times I can remember, I was out at one of the clubs that I was head of security at, dancing with this chick all night, had a great time. Last call comes, lights come on. We're sitting at the edge of the dance floor. She's sitting on my lap, talking. She's talking to her friends. I'm talking to my friends. My friends want to go out to Denny's, get something to eat. She looks back at me and says, I'm not really hungry. You want to go back to my place and talk? And I was like, sure, let's do that. And you know what she said to me? She started talking to her friend. She looked back at me and she goes, just so you know, I meant talk. You're not getting lucky tonight. And I laughed out the biggest belly laugh, laughed out my fucking ass off, because I had so much respect for this woman, because she drew the fucking line. She put her fucking foot down and said, you're not fucking me tonight. This is about talking, and that's about it. That was refreshing. I was a dude. I've been a dude, I will say 100% that in my life, I've been blessed with the gift of charm, and women have always come to me. I haven't really had to go after women in my life. Women have always thrown themselves at me because of my looks and my charm. And again, it's not being egotistical. This is a fact. And I haven't had to work for it. So when someone does that and they don't throw themselves at me sexually, it was a reprieve and a beautiful fucking thing, because she demanded that respect. Unfortunately, I don't hear that these days. Women have become like men, and they are very carnal. One of my closest boys literally goes out every other weekend on what is that one? The one I just said earlier, Tinder, and hooks up with a different chick. And these chicks are cool with it. And again, no, I'm not here to judge you. I'm not here to kink shame you. If that's your thing, if carnal sex is it, I just think that people don't know there's better. So let me give you guys my own personal experience. Again, this is not bragging. Before I got married, I dated over 130 women. Why is that important? Because if you read a fucking 130 books, then that might be a guy you want to listen to. Same kind of thing. In-depth conversations of understanding people, having quality conversation, understanding where they come, what they want, what they like, the reasons behind those things. Not because I want to brag on my dick and say, yeah, I'm a big guy, I fucked 130 chicks. Not like that. Not that at all. It's to tout experience of having in-depth conversations and what I learned in life, and to pass it on to you guys. To me, sex is the ultimate form of physical affection. What I mean by that is, if you have an intellectual conversation, honest, upfront, wide open, and you open yourself to people and you share with them your past, your future, your thoughts, your personality, your views on life, quality, intellectually deep conversation, honest, you open your heart, you take off those vulnerabilities, and you show someone who you are, and you mentally bond spiritually and mentally with people, you establish such a powerful bond that after a while, you get turned on sexually. You will find yourself aroused for that person. You're not even talking about sex. That's when you know that bond is true and it's awesome. And that is beyond carnal. Again, sex to me is the ultimate form of physical affection. Wanting to show someone how much you dig them, how much you like them, how awesome is the complete opposite of carnal. Carnal is all about you. Oh my gosh, she's so hot. Oh my God, me, all about you and what you feel and what you think is so hot and awesome. And again, leads to quick premature ejaculation because it's not about them. But when it's about that person, specifically a woman, in my case, being a heterosexual man, when you are thinking about how cool this chick is, how much her humor is, how much of a great personality she is, what her hopes, her dreams are, and you get that admiration in you, You want to give yourself to her. You want to please her in a way to show her that you like her and you care for her. And it doesn't become about you anymore. Now it's about her. When you start off relationships like that, because guys, I hate to tell you, 95% of chicks already know that. Women know that shit since they're like 18. Most dudes, I was unfortunate, and I say unfortunate because I used to be a very carnal dude. When I was bodybuilding, competing in bodybuilding, when I was doing modeling, when I was stripping part-time, I was a carnal dude. Oh, you look hot, I'm hot, let's fuck. Boom. Get in the bed, can sit there, fuck for 2-3 hours, whatever. It was very superficial. It was like American Psycho, looking in the mirror, looking at yourself, flexing, looking at your abs, looking at, oh, I look sexy. I'm fucking this girl in this fucking thing. Ooh, yeah, baby. Ooh, let me give it to you, blah, blah, blah. It was still about me. It had nothing to do with her. You know why, guys? Because carnal sex is like this beer can. You're fucking her body. You don't give a shit about her mind. You don't give a shit about her personality. You don't give a shit about her spirit. You're fucking her body. You fuck her body. You crumble it up like a beer can. You throw it away and you look for the next fucking one. That's bullshit. Don't fuck girls' hearts over to get to their pussy. If you're going to be a man up front. And if you're interested in a chick just to fuck her, then let her know. Don't sit there and be a crab and try to befriend her. A crab move side to side and put her guard down and say, let's be friends, to just get in her pants and fucking hurt her heart later. That's fucking bullshit. Be a fucking man. Be up front. If you dig a chick and you think she's hot, you just dig her physical assets, and she might just dig your physical assets. You guys go bump uglies. It's done. It's carnal. You guys are good, but don't lie and hurt people unnecessarily for sex. Women will always respect you. And like I said, a lot of times they might say, okay, you know why? Because all relationships are two parts. One is mental and spiritual, and the other is physical. What I mean by that is if you have a great conversation with each other, you guys have a good spiritual mental bond, that's check one. But then you go to have sex, can't satisfy you, they can't make you come, you can't make them orgasm, and you can't make them come. Not a good match, won't work out, bad fit. Same with the reverse. If you guys can make each other come, but you can't fucking hold a conversation more than 2 minutes on the phone, bad match. So my suggestion, again, to people is to get out there and start having phone dates. What I mean by that is exactly what the fuck you mean. All these people are like, oh, don't call me on the phone. Oh, text me. That's bullshit. Text lacks voice inflection, voice intonation, and you cannot transmit energy. The reason why people don't want to talk is because they are fucking frauds. Let's be real. If you get on the phone with somebody like back in the day in old school, that meant you could transfer your energy to them. You could tell them. You have to have intellect and not be a fucking troglodyte who just wants to bend them over, have them spread their pussy and insert your dick and fuck them. That's the real truth of it. Ladies and men, dudes, you guys have to take responsibility for that. Like I said, if you just want to fuck a chick, cool. I'm calling you guys out because that's bullshit. I got 3 beautiful little warrior princesses now that I'm raising to go in society, and I want them to meet men like me. I want them to meet old school dudes that took the time to actually romance, put time, make mixtapes, fucking write out poetry, to court them properly, to get to know who they are, and not just to want to fuck their bodies. And that's why this is important to me. So fuck you if you're mad that I tell you guys how to circumvent those fucking playeristic shit. If you're honest and you're a real man, you're not going to lie anyway. So you shouldn't be mad. But I'm telling you, ladies, have phone dates. Set a fucking rule in your mind. I don't like putting limitations. I believe on going on things spiritually and naturally and taking things as they come. But put a number in your mind. See if they violate that. If you're sitting there talking to a dude and he can't maintain 30 minutes of conversation, probably not the dude for you. The reason you don't meet him in person is if you're fucking lonely and you really want attention, you're horny, and you get jazzed by his looks, you're going to end up in the same place. You're going to end up getting fucked. It's going to be carnal, and you're not having your relationship you're looking for. Make sure you stick to certain things. Have a few, like 3 fucking phone dates. Make sure that the conversation can be actually there. And again, with dudes, that will touch them. They will take you out of that carnal place, and they will start to think, you know what, this chick is about something. I really want to get to know this chick. I'm not going to just fuck her over and throw her to the side. Unless, of course, they're an abusive, narcissistic monster. And again, we'll get into that later about talking about how to spot those kind of guys, because they will do that 20 times and work 20 through things just to get that prize. And you have to be careful of those fucking people. But what I'm trying to get you guys to understand is sex is the ultimate form of physical affection. You don't give affection to fucking strangers. You don't give affection to a dude you just met at the bar. You don't give it to a chick you just met at the bar. If you truly want a lasting connection. And let me give you another one. Back to the carnal thing. Carnal sex is like masturbating. It's quick, it's this, and that's it. When you guys have that fucking connection, that's actually a spiritual, mental, powerful connection. It's literally the difference of a 5% of you coming, guys, to being 100%, where you're sitting there grabbing shit. That kind of coming versus, yeah, I can. Total different fucking experience, guys. I'm telling you, you will fucking love it and you will understand. And women already know this because women and men, we are built completely different. Women are far, far advanced mentally along than we are. Men usually don't hit that mental maturity till about the age of 35. That's the truth. That's when you realize that there's more to the world than just your little selfish area, and you start to become more cognizant of the things in the world around you, and becomes more important, and you grow up. To a little bit. I'm fucking Peter Pan. I'll never grow up. I'll always look for an adventure, always take a chance, always be out there free-spirited, flying in the fucking ethos. But I'll grow up a little bit to understand not to be selfish at the expense of other people's hearts, feelings, and negativity. So that brings me to the next thing. Let people be who they are. Stop fucking judging people. Take the time to get to know people, or don't. If you come across someone in life, don't take the time to be putting negative energy out there. Embrace positivity. Come on and take the time to uplift, to help who, where, when, the people that you can. Take the time to add positive to the world. We all, as people, are a sum of our experiences, some good, some bad. And some people learn and they progress and they evolve and they move forward to life. Other people are doomed to repeat the same mistakes over and over. It's the definition of madness. Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. You guys have to learn to evolve. You have to go back. And the first thing in admitting mistakes is to admit, what is my fault in this? What did I do wrong? What did I allow? Don't be a fucking victim. Victim mentality in our society is killing our society. There's no more free thinkers and everybody's a fucking victim. This happened because someone else did something to you. Are you really that weak that you're fucking a little bitch and you're always sitting here crying that the world is unfair? Someone mistreated me. Someone didn't give me the right opportunity. You have to fight for those things through hard work, diligence, positively, understanding. Take it day by day. Your world might be shit. And if you pile on everything in your fucking world on the back of you, it will crush you. That is what depression stems from. Take it like an elephant. How do you eat an elephant? Bite by bite, day by day, small piece by small piece, taking an inch by a time. And next thing you know, you got a yard. You got 3 fucking feet. Stop overwhelming yourselves. Another piece of advice that I give people constantly: you don't have the right to constantly put negativity out there and bitch and complain about your life if you're not fucking committed to changing it. What I mean by commitment, I'm not just saying it. I mean, you actually sit down and say, my life sucks. These are the things that suck in my life. This sucks, this sucks, this sucks. I'm going to figure out a plan. I'm a big proponent of lists. Write down a list. I'm going to change this, and I'm going to make it better because no one's going to do it for me. No fucking fairy godmother is going to drop out of the heavens and say, oh, you've had a hard life. Let me bless you with all the wishes in the world and uplift you so you don't have to take any personal responsibility. Okay? It doesn't work like that. It requires work. It requires self-discipline. It requires hard work, and it requires focus and you owning that shit and changing it. It would be not even satisfying if someone gave it to you. A good person is going to want to earn those things. So you make a list and say, these are the things that I don't like. This is what I can change today. This is what I can change tomorrow. This is what I can change next week. And you make a plan and you commit to it. What I mean by commitment is 100% commitment. That means you will not accept failure. We can only be defeated if we accept defeat. We cannot be fucking defeated unless we accept fucking defeat. Get that through your fucking head and understand that. Stand up for yourself and say, I commit to doing this. I don't care how hard it is, how long it takes, or what. I commit. That is a full fucking commitment. Putting your goals and resolving with the most intense resolve that you will not give up and you will not turn your back on those things. That is a beautiful thing that each and every one of us can do. And that is when real change comes. That is truth and strength and power and how we really make change in life. So if you are out here bitching every single day about your life and you're not willing to commit to doing things better, fuck you. I'm sorry. I don't judge you, but I don't have time for you because you're a waste of space in my book. What I mean by is when you've come to make that decision, I will be there to uplift you, to help you to get to those goals. But if you're just going to sit there and go round and round, and I sit there and I try to uplift you and you smack my hand repeatedly saying, get away, I can't do anything for you. It's not because I don't want to, it's because you won't let me to. So I have to leave you. It's not because I don't love you. It's not because I don't want to help you. And again, please understand, folks, this does not apply to people who are have mental illnesses. They are having to take drugs to get to these places that have counseling. This is to other people who are outside of that spectrum, because those people, they need professional help. And please get that help so that you can do those things for yourself. But what I'm saying is, for the rest of you who have those swing days where you feel really bad, you feel down, you don't want to get any motivated, understand time is our most valuable and precious gift. Tomorrow is promised to no one. Our next moment is not promised to anyone. We could this could be the very last breath that we take. We could go to sleep tonight and not wake up tomorrow. We could drive to work, get in a car accident and die. We could go to the gym and have a heart attack. Take it as it comes. Do the best. Work this as hard as you can. The day that you have, get up in the day, be grateful, count your blessings, be thankful for what you have, the people in your life. Show the people you love and care about. Send them a text. Say, hey, I was just thinking about you. I love you. Just wanted you to know I was thinking about you. I'm here. Just live life intentionally. Stop just existing and complaining. It'll drive you mad. Life is beautiful if you let it be. Happiness is a choice. If you choose to be happy, understand every day is a new battle, and the war is our span of life. Every day, take it as sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose, but no matter how bad it starts, you can start off the day in the morning drinking some coffee and you spill it on yourself and you say, oh, fuck, there it goes. I started the day bad. I ruined my fucking work clothes. Oh, blah, blah, blah. No, don't get sunk in that. Say, oh, I spilled some work. I'm going to finish the day strong. Started off bad. I spilled some coffee. I burned myself. Ha, ha, ha. Joke's on me. I look stupid. Whatever. Go to work. Make fun of it. Have fun. Let other people laugh at your expense. Have fun of it. Don't be fucking stressed. Finish the day strong. Still go to work. Do the best job you can. Go to the gym afterwards. Do whatever it is that you normally do in your life. Finish strong. No matter where you are in the race, in the beginning, the middle, or towards the end, you can make the choice to finish strong. Even if it's in the 11th hour, there's only a 12th hour left. You can still finish strong if you choose to take that path. My people, listen to me and understand. You can go through hell 100 times like I did and understand that there is beauty in it. Beauty of experiences of surviving that, becoming strong, becoming wise, becoming more empowered to be able to help others, because that's what the beauty of life is. Reaching outside of yourself, helping who, where, when, and uplifting as many people as it can. By the way, I'm getting thirsty, so a little bit of Budweiser here. Give me a second. Old school Budweiser. Yes, I got a little red in my neck, and that's all right though. So back to what I was saying, folks. Decency, human decency. If you are too busy trying to work hard, uplift others, help who, where, when you can, and do better for society, your family, the people you love and care about, if you don't have family, whatever it is that you have your sights set on in life, you have no time to criticize, to hate on others. What good comes of making other people feel bad? Tell me. I'm just curious because I see it all the fucking time. What does hating on other people do? Does it make you feel good? Being a troll, to sit there and troll on people's, to rain on their shit, to talk shit about them. People share things on social media because it makes them happy. Yes, we have friends that literally take fucking selfies every single day of themselves, and they look good, and they have taken the time to look that good. They put in the time in the gym. They put in the time to eat well. They put in this time. They just feel good about themselves. Does it get annoying as human beings? Yes, it gets annoying sometimes, but I still give them props because they're happy, because they are looking for attention. Why not give them that attention? Why not be a friend to them and cheer your friends on when they are doing things, even if it is, like I said, again, just the little asshole part of me, annoying. Yes, we all get annoyed with it, but it doesn't matter. If it makes them happy and it uplifts them, then take the time to just say, you know what? Yeah, you've posted 19 selfies in a row, but you know what? You still look good. I'm here with you. Make a joke of it. Make them happy. Uplift them. Don't say, oh my God, this motherfucker posted 19 selfies in a row. What the fuck? They're full of themselves. You don't know. That person might be fucking, they might be contemplating suicide. And that little lift of every day of saying, I'm still here. I took the time, I got out of bed, I put a smile on my face, and I took a picture, and I wanted to let you guys know I was still here. It's all about perspectives. Us as human beings, the biggest problems that we have is we mismatch perspectives. Seeing things in other people's perspectives is a beautiful gift in art. Try to step outside of yourself and put yourself in other people's places and try to see things from their perspective. If your perspective is a negative perspective and someone else's is positive, you're not going to see the message they're trying to get across. Give people the benefit of the doubt and cheer on your friends, whatever they're doing. If they're putting out positive things, uplift them, support them. Don't hate on them. The only reason you would have to hate on them is because you fucking hate yourself, because you're jealous or envious of them. That's the bottom line. Who the fuck are you that you're better than anyone else? Nobody. There is nobody better. Again, I'm a Christian. I'm a Roman Catholic. God is my Lord and Savior, but I don't impose that. I have friends that are atheists, agnostics, that are devil worshipers. Yes, I have friends in every kind of thing, and I don't judge any of them. You know why? As my friend Latoya says, I let people be who they are, and I don't say negative things and put out that poisonous energy to other people to bring them down, to hurt them, to harm them, because I have empathy and I have consideration. I know that words have meanings. And if I go out there and I say shit, every word can hurt them. They might be, like I said, suicidal. And you say the last fucking word to them that brought them down and put them in their grave. How would that make you feel? When all you have to do is just say, you know what? Just read it and go on. If you can't bring yourself to uplift them, then just keep on moving forward. Don't fuck with them. Don't contribute negatively. Don't do bad things to them. Take time out of yourself to give back and be good to people. It takes nothing. Putting negativity out in the world. Before I became a Christian, specifically Roman Catholic, I used to follow Zen Buddhism. They did a big study on monks. They took this coagulating fluid and they put it near a temple where monks were praying positively every day. And it was always positive messages, positive energy. And it manifested like snowflakes in these beautiful crystalline shapes. They were beautiful. Just look at them. And then they took that same fluid and they put it near a maximum security prison. And it was dark and they were jagged and they were ugly looking figures. Energy can kill, it can uplift, it can shape, and it can change things, people. So those words that you say not only have a spiritual energy, but they have a meaning. They can affect people, is what I'm saying. So don't take your time to do that. If you're miserable, don't spread misery. Go to people who are your friends. So that brings my next point. True friendship. Growing up in the 80s and the 90s, I knew what true friendship was, and my true friends knew what that meant. But nowadays, when you have people that you mean in your life, you have to define those things so they know and they trust and they understand who you are as a friend. What I mean by that is true friends accept you unconditionally. They don't judge you and they support you, again, with the unconditional acceptance. They respect you, they support you, and they're loyal. They won't go and say whatever it is, whatever you talk about, they'll take to the grave. Having confidence, real people, and having that confidence in people that you know they're going to accept you and love you unconditionally, accept you unconditionally, and not blab and you can be open and raw and communicate with them from your heart without fear of them going and spreading negativity about you and not judging you is the most beautiful thing in the world. I've met so many people these days that have no fucking friend, zero. They don't even have one real friend, and it breaks my heart. What happened to people accepting people as they are and saying, you know what, this is how that person is. Let me let them be who they are. Let me hear their story. Let me try to put myself in their shoes, walk through their shoes and put myself in their perspective and the way they are and learn from them. Because you never know what people have to go through in their lives to get to where they are. We are all a sum of experiences that we've gone through in our lives collectively, and we have come to be that person. Who are you to judge those things? If people had to do things that you morally object, you feel whatever a way about for them to get to those places. I had a young lady who was a friend of mine from high school who one day after one of my Facebook lives where I was doing an uplifting message, calls me out of the afternoon on a Sunday and was crying. And she said to me, "Baraka, I don't want to be here anymore." And I knew exactly what that meant. So I got dressed, washed up, drove 100 miles per hour down to meet her nearby in Leesburg, Virginia. We talked for 3 hours and she cried her heart out to me. I sat there and I listened to everything she had to say. And it was beautiful what she said. And I couldn't believe someone made her feel bad to the point of she was suicidal because of what they said to her. So I'll give you guys a little background about my friend. My friend has 3 beautiful children. Her husband unfortunately committed suicide, left them behind. Her oldest daughter served in the military, is doing very, very well in the IT field, is happily married, has 2 beautiful children. She has great parents, mother and father. She has 2 other children that are juniors and seniors. And the thing that got her to the point was that her unfortunate husband was addicted to drugs. He drove to a strange city because he had a contracting business, and he left his wife and 3 children in a motel with no money, with no way out, and nothing to do. The thing that this woman was sad about, and that she admitted to me, she had to sell her body. She had to endanger her life. She had to go and sell unsolicited sex to men to be able to pay for the hotel room, to pay for food, to put a shelter over her 3 children. And so she could get enough money to get out of that city eventually. And she was crying. She was ready to kill herself because she felt ashamed. And I was so angry. I was so fucking mad that someone did this to this woman and made her feel that way. I grabbed her. I hugged her as tightly as I fucking could. I picked her up off the ground. And I embraced her tightly. And I said, "I'm so fucking proud of you." I said, "You are the best, one of the best fucking mothers that I've ever met in my life. You risked your safety. You risked your pride. You risked everything to provide for your fucking children, to make sure that they were safe, they had beds, they had food. You are beautiful. You are fucking wonderful. And fuck the person that made her feel like that. Fuck that person. Because that person probably said that and went to bed that night being misjudgy, whatever the fuck that person felt, and didn't realize they impacted my friend and almost caused her to commit suicide because of her shame. When she saw that perspective change that I opened her to, the beauty that she was a mother and she put her fucking children first and did what mothers should do above and beyond everything in their fucking lives. She was like an angel to me sitting there. And I said, "You have nothing to be sad about. You did what you were supposed to do. Congratulations. Look where your children are today. Look how you did your sacrifice. You did what was right. You put yourself, there's nothing for you to be ashamed about." People who damn other people because of their moral fucking or whatever rules that you have, and you want to judge other people, fuck you. Only God can judge us because only God knows our struggles, our intentions, and what's in our hearts. So if you're going to go around and judge people, you better be fucking perfect. Like the saying goes, you better clean up your own fucking backyard before you go knocking on your neighbor's door. Because if you are not perfect, you have no fucking right to judge anyone else. And fuck you that do that to people. That is the shittiest thing you can do to another human being. Step in their fucking shoes. Try to understand their perspective and where they are. She did right by her children, and they are thriving today because of the sacrifice that she made. And may God continue to bless her from this day until the rest of her fucking life, because I am proud of her and I have much respect for that woman. I hate judgmental people. I'm a Christian, and some of my Christian brethren are some of the most fucking disgusting, Bible-thumping, judgmental people. God gave us a word to follow, but God's word trumps everything over everything, is that only he can judge other people. That means not your fucking small little mind of what you interpret the Bible or whatever the scriptures to be. Fuck you. You can't interpret it that way. God said the thing. He gave us free will, and only he can judge us because of that free will, because only he knows what's our true intentions and our true heart. Understand that, because as soon as you cast and open your mouth I challenge you to judge me because I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks about me. I am fearless. The only person I fear is God, and that's it. No man on this fucking earth. I've been through hell and back. There is no person that scares me physically, mentally, or spiritually. Come and try to judge me because I don't give a fuck what you say, and I will pick you apart. Believe me, because I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Wouldn't be sitting here wearing a crown and calling myself the Big Daddy B if I was open to ridicule. I don't give a fuck. I earned everything. I systematically eliminated weaknesses from me. I know who I am. I'm proud of who I am, and I am free. And I can sit here and speak freely and lift other people because I have no fear of ridicule. I'm here on public forum, open to ridicule all the time because I want to help people. And if you have time to ridicule me, fuck you. I don't care because I'm here to help. And that's what's important to me. Stop judging people. Try to understand other people's perspectives and uplift, help who, where, and when you can. So this was an impromptu, like I said, segment. I had been putting it off and I decided, you know what? I can't put it off anymore. I just got a hair in my ass and said, you know what? I'm going to fucking do this. Go live. Didn't start at 6, started at 6:30. Supposed to go to 6 to 7, planned out way in advance and stuff. But that's not what I decided. I decided to just go for it. And I hope that you guys appreciate what I'm doing here. And if you don't, fuck off. Go on down to the next podcast and figure out another place. But don't come with your negativity. Because again, understand what I'm trying to do is for the good. To become a corporate sponsor to advertise on the show, please send me an email to RUS podcast 2019 at gmail.com. Please subscribe through my social media links below. I'm on YouTube, email, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. My main Instagram is the Big Daddy B, and the podcast is RUS podcast 2019. Please join me next Sunday. I think, the 31st, last day of May. And I will be featuring my first installment of a show. What I'm going to be calling is What's Your Story? And I want you guys to understand about that. Each and every one of you guys have a story. If you have a story that you've overcome great adversity in life and you feel as I do, and you want to help who, where, when you can and uplift others, contact me. I'd like to have you as a featured person on my show because the point of this is to let other people know that hardships that they're going through right now can be survived. A lot of people, they step into a tunnel of darkness. That tunnel may only be 3 feet long. They step in a foot and they sit down and they say, oh, it's too dark. It's dark on where I came from. It's dark going forward. Keep fighting forward. It might only be 2 more feet. And then the light of hope is right behind that. You step into the light, you're done. Don't give up. No matter what you're going through, keep fucking fighting forward. Stay strong, stay positive, fight forward and fight through it. God has saved me 10 different times that I'll tell you guys in later days where it's definitely divine intervention, where a lot of people have lost their lives, but I'm still sitting here. And I think it's because of my 3 beautiful warrior princesses. And I know for a fact it's for me to reach out and help people and let people know that just because you go through hardships, you don't have to give up. Your life is not forfeit. People love and people care about you. And even if no one loves and cares about you, I do, because I've been there. You just have to make yourself available. You got to put yourself out. You got to be brave. You got to stay strong. You got to stay positive. So that's what I want to leave you guys with tonight. So thank you guys who took the time to tune in to me tonight. This is my first one ever. I can't even put it on iTunes or any of the other podcasting stations until I produce this one on Lisbon, and I'll put it out there. But if you guys are interested in me, people who know me personally, I appreciate you sharing my message, helping me get some viewership, because the message I have is important. And what I really want to do is help people. I really want people are going to remember you by the things you said and did in life. And that's the most important thing, not by what you owned, not by materialistic and superficial shit, but how many people's hearts you touched, how many people you took the time to invest in, and how many people you helped. So live your lives with intention, people. Give your time to people who love, care about you. That those are the important things. And I just want to tell you guys, let me end you guys with the post I made on my Facebook today. So I posted this on Facebook today. Don't get mad and don't get even. Do better. Be better. Rise above. Become so engulfed in your own growth and success that you forget it ever happened. The accompanying message to that was, fuck anyone that doesn't love you and support you unconditionally. Fuck one-sided relationships and friendships. One-sided meaning that they never ask you about you. It's only about them and what they're doing. And the work that you maintain the relationship is about 100% effort on both sides. That's true friendship. Let people be who they are, as my friend Latoya says. And if you do not have anything nice to say, don't put evil out and negativity in the world. Instead, be too focused on positive, your own growth, your own evolution, your own progression, on helping who, when, where you're able to, uplifting others, and you will find yourself too busy to hate or criticize anyone else. Live your life without the worry of what other people think, and because people will judge you regardless if you're a saint or not. The good people in your life and your true friends will support you unconditionally, love you unconditionally, not judge you, and never bring drama to your life, but instead protect you from it. Life is too short for unnecessary stress and drama. Do your best at all you can and all that you choose to undertake now, today, because tomorrow is promised to no one. Invest your most valuable time, your valuable gift, your time, into those who deserve it, who are worthy of it, who show you with their actions, not with what they say. Those gifts of your time, your attention, your affection are priceless and should be appreciated as such. Please have a happy Sunday, good folks. Have a happy new day, a new fresh start, a fresh week ahead, and a chance to get it right. Relax, de-stress, not de-stress, de-stress, recharge, and reflect by counting your blessings. What you are fortunate enough to have. Be grateful, be thankful, and know how fortunate you are. Watch people's actions and watch what they say. If you take the time to reach out to someone you consider a friend and you put in time to text them, leave them messages and stuff, and you see them posting on social media, on Facebook, and that's a clue. You're not a priority. Them showing out to a million strangers and stuff, that's their priority. Get a clue, folks. Know who people by their actions, don't by their words. Watch their actions, and they will tell on themselves and who they are. Have a good one. Please stay strong, stay positive, be safe, remain vigilant. Your boy, Big Daddy B, is out. Please join me next weekend. I appreciate your support. You guys have a great evening. God bless you guys. Have a good night. Take care.